Denim is in demand at Plato's Closet in West Ashley and North Charleston. Get cash on the spot for everything denim. Bring in your trendy and classic styles of gently used name brand denim. Get paid for your denim shorts, skirts, jackets, jeans, and more. We're looking for denim that is blue, black, or a bold color, and jeans in styles like mom jeans, bootcut, baggy, flared, and ripped. We want everything denim. Sell your denim for cash at Plato's Closet today. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Saints Block Party podcast brought to you by BetterHelp. This is the Bears preview podcast. Not only is it the Bears preview podcast, this is the podcast. This is the meetup week. This is the Saints Block Party podcast brought to you by BetterHelp meetup preview podcast. Because we already have people. Our dude Mike, the suavest, just most handsome, one of the most handsome UK man you'll see. Already in Louisiana, already in New Orleans,
already here.
Also not homosexual. I just like to point that small.
He just dressed nice. It's just, you know what I'm saying.
But people are traveling. Nice, I listen. I get it. People are traveling from all over the world, literally. US, UK, Scotland. Charles, we can do the history lesson if Scotland's part of the UK. I don't know. But people are traveling all over to come together Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to just have a celebration of a great group of people and community. And Ryan and I could not be more excited for the following events to come. I fly out on Thursday. It's gonna be fun, man. And I want to give a shout out to one of our Patreons who brought this up in the Discord. Mia, who is in grad school. She's doing a project. She was using Discord to, finish her paper she was writing on. She just wanted to know of people who are Patreons, like why they're Patreons to us and why this podcast and things like that. And just everything everyone said in that Discord, man, it was so heartfelt and made me a little emotional just in regards to just like, it's crazy, bro. Like, let's be real. Like, bro, like this is crazy. For this podcast and this business to be where it is, our first like big sponsor outside of Minute Media that we were able to get with BetterHelp and being with Minute Media and the opportunities that have come that way, and we really hustled for the BetterHelp sponsorship because it's something we believed in. We believe in HelloFresh. Bro, we've been having HelloFresh for 3 years. And we hear, man, like I feel like this is just the beginning for us and just the beginning for our community. So thank y'all truly, truly, truly so much for all the fucking support. Like, real shit, like real talk. We couldn't and wouldn't do it without y'all, people who have listened to us for almost 3+ years. And we thank y'all, like, sincerely.
Hell yeah, bro. Now, we don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
The support we get, like, really appreciate that. That's why every time I can, I tell people on Twitter, thank you.
Thank you.
Just a quick shout out. Hey, I listened to this episode. Thank you. Like,
thank you.
One person listening to an episode, man, I appreciate that. Like, it's not fake. I really appreciate that you take the time out to listen to an episode. So, nah, man, like any support we get, we appreciate it. We hope you get something out of listening to us,
Please. We really do. Before we dive into preview against the Bears and some trade deadline stuff I want to kind of go over before we even get to the Bears game. Just wanted to kind of get this out the way. If you are a Patreon and you want to sit with us at the game on Sunday, our dude G has 2 tickets he's willing to part with for $250 for both tickets. You'll be sitting with us and just enjoying the festivities with us at the game on Sunday. So if you're interested and you're a Patreon, sorry, if you're not a Patreon, we love you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all. Gotta be a Patreon to join us on Sunday. Let us know if there's enough people who express interest. We'll do a raffle. If there's not enough interest, and it is what it is, we'll figure it out. But just wanted to put that out there. And then we have a home ticket that I accept. It's up for anyone. Patreon, non-Patreon. It's not with us for the game on Sunday, but we do have that available. If no one, you know how the Saints are right now, bro. No one might not buy it, so we might sell that shit, bro. I don't know. But
hey,
anyway,
we got bills to pay.
bills. Shit. So if you're interested in either, please reach out to us. Email, website, wherever. Reach out to us. We'll try to do it, and we will get it taken care of. Anyway, let's jump into this team. Let's jump into the Saints. A move that happened today that directly affects the Saints is that the Bears traded for Montez Sweat of the Washington Commanders. They gave up a 2024 second-round pick for Sweat. And so he'll be locked and loaded and ready to go on Sunday, I'm sure. And it's one of those moves where the Bears are a bad team. They have a lot of cap space, and they need players to spend that cap space on.
Yeah, they need good players, period.
They do. And so I wanted to talk about like some Saints-related stuff, trade deadline-wise, and I hope people understand, like, when I start talking like this, I'm very mindful and careful of like what I can say and what I can't say. So nothing happened on the Saints front, obviously. I think there were some calls. Some teams made some calls asking about Jameis. And obviously nothing moved, and he was not moved. The Saints did call and kind of gauge interest with both the Commanders' edge rushers and Sweat and Young. I think they also potentially may have touched base with the Vikings on Danielle Hunter, but that would be more of a circling back to, because that was maybe they wanted to look into that prior to the season. And since I really got is the Saints truly value that second round pick from the Broncos. And if they were trading a pick like that, they needed to get someone back that was essentially a stud and young, and not Chase Young, but just a young player, I should say.
Right.
And it just didn't seem to that didn't seem to materialize. And I know people could be like, well, the Niners traded. I love Jay. And I told her this respectfully. Fuck the San Francisco 49ers. Respectfully.
With a capital F.
And not stand there, Brian.
Hate him, man. Jesus. What are you?
But
go somewhere.
Please go. Just go. I don't get the sense that potentially the team felt that Chase Young met that criteria. And part of me, like, I kind of understand it. I understand it. The other flip side to that, and this is where it gets tricky, it becomes one of those, there's the mystery box, or kind of go what's already known. Second round picks, like, they have a second round pick that they used this past draft on Foskey. He's getting more playing time here and there, but like he's not getting a lot of snaps. Alante, he kind of been up and down this season. Pete Warner came out like gangbusters and had a phenomenal rookie season and a good ass sophomore season. It's been very up and down this season. So it's just one of those things. It's like, I'm all for keeping picks, right? Keeping picks and all that.
Yeah.
But you got to hit on the picks. You can't miss on the picks.
Yes. Can't miss on the picks, man. Got to hit on them. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, that second round pick could end up being like a top 40, like a top 40-ish pick. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it makes sense to keep it. We don't know how good the Broncos are going to end up this season. And look, I mean, you could use it in case we might have to trade up quarterback. Use it, just draft a player there. Like, it's good to have that ammo going in the next season. So, I didn't really expect the trade to happen today. I just didn't have that feeling like the Saints were going to make that move. Of course, they were going to make calls because you got to in this league. But I just didn't have that feeling this year, Maybe if
it's funny. Go ahead.
The record was different, or maybe if the record was different, or if the team looked a little different.
Right.
Like if, say, Derek Carr was looking good and defense balling and, they looking like the contender that you thought they would be. They making that move, bro. They making a move. Somebody Chase Renfro, somebody.
And it's funny because they had Ian Rappaport reported that they had, literally word for word what we said on the recap pod. It's essentially what he reported that they were talking. They were close to a deal. Like we know this team, man. And it's funny because people think, yes, at times do we hear things? Yes. At other times we don't hear shit, bro. We just know the team. That's it.
Just know the team, bro. Like, seriously.
I had a train of thought, and I want hold on. Let me see if I can get it. So we can come back to it. Gone. You were talking about. Oh, thank you. So, I think you said it perfectly. In a weird way, I felt like this trade deadline was an inverse of last year's trade deadline. So last year, they held on to a player that they could have gotten a high second round pick for too with the Rams, or maybe it was a third, and traded Marcus Davenport, but they didn't because they felt like they were closer and he was a piece and blah blah blah, and we know how all that ended. Man is on IR right now, as Marcus Davenport, aka 2 First, does. This year is, and I don't know, but is the self scouting gotten a little better? Like a little, because to me, holding that, like having that restraint and not trading for a player seems like it's the reverse of what last season was.
Right. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they didn't look at this past Colts win and like, okay, we right here. Let's go get it. You know what I'm saying? Feel like they still are looking at it like, okay, let's just wait and see where we at as a team. Yeah, we had one nice game, but, let's wait and see. Let's just wait and see and self-scout and get a good read on what this team is instead of thinking every year you're just this contender that's just one piece away.
Okay, but this is where it gets tricky, and it's probably good that this part of their schedule happened after the trade deadline than before. We're gonna get into the Bears game and all that, but let me read you these games. Okay, upcoming game against the Bears against Tyson Baguette, aka Tyson Bignette, aka Nick Nugent.
Okay, Tyson Beignet,
Tyson Beignet, that bitch. Next game after that. Got the Vikings. We knew what Kirk Cousins was going to do to the Saints defense when he played. Kirk Cousins got a torn Achilles, bro. So you got a undrafted or late round pick at quarterback with the Vikings. You got a Vikings team with no Kirk Cousins and no Justin Jefferson.
Well, they traded for Dobbs.
Oh, that's right. Dobbs. Yeah. Completely forgot about that.
He probably will play that game. I think he'll
play that game. But you got a Vikings team with Joshua Dobbs at quarterback and no Justin Jefferson. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then 26th, right near Thanksgiving, you have Falcons, who maybe you have Desmond Ritter. Maybe you have Tyler Heineke because he's benched. Bruh. If they want us to believe as fans, like these next and even then, like it would be highly fraudulent, but I wouldn't even care. These next three, they got to go out and win because there is absolutely no way they should drop any of these 3 games. Hashtag on paper.
On paper. No way, bro. Like this. Dennis Allen, this is your time to prove, bro. You want people to believe in you as a head coach. You want to keep your job. Go out and win these next 3 games. Yes, there's more after that, but these 3 games right here, you win these 3 games.
Layups. Ryan, they are layups.
You'll be 7-3. You'll be 7-3. You have a nice cushion. and you beat the Falcons, that'll push them down. All you got to do is handle your business. All you got to do is handle your business. And this will prove to me, not prove, it will make me reconsider some things. Just reconsider. I'm not saying I believe, but maybe I'll reconsider, read some litter. Like I would think about
it. Can we get to this? I'm putting this. Oh, it's backwards. Sorry. 22 and 42. Sorry, I didn't think about that in terms of when I was writing. Can you get to 22? Can you get to 22 and 42 3 wins?
Can you get to 20 wins, bro? Can you get to 20 wins?
2-0. The 20s, DA, please. Can we just a quick timeout, bro? Could you imagine, like, if my record or whatever, how you want to measure it as a social worker was like 22 and 42, like 22, like 42 kids on my caseload like died or some shit, bro. But I still got a job. Wait, what are we doing, Mickey? Mickey.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, your performance evaluation when you get in your PE, bro, and all of them just says does not meet standard, bro. That's DA, bro. Still got his job, bro. That's a cushy ass shit, bro.
For real, bro. Like you can't complain after this, bro. Like you cannot complain. Bro. You were given opportunities.
But you said this. They go on that 3-game, in theory, they go on this 3-game win streak. That, to me, which winning cures all, and that could just change the entire DNA moxie of the team. Teams that win or on a roll, bro, there's just this, and we've seen it with Sean Payton teams, bro. There's this confidence about them where if they go and win 3 games, like I would look at that Lions game and like in theory that I would not give the Saints much of a chance in this game being coached by DA, but it's like maybe.
Yeah. And also, if they do win the next 3 games, that means they figured a lot of things out about themselves. I mean, they improved.
I want you to talk about that because I know you watched some of the offense against the Colts. And it felt like that. What we saw felt like more of an older Saints offense. What we were expecting to see.
Yeah, man. Like I was like, man, Pete out here calling plays, baby. Pete was designing some stuff. I was like, really, really getting a chance to look at it. I'm like, the things he was doing. He had one play. Well, I think it was that play. I think it was the first play where he threw the mic. He had like 4 receivers on one side, Mike on the other. Threw the mic right there. He was throwing through a screen to Jamal Williams. He was mixing it up. Had a couple of plays. Like we only saw that one Texas route for the touchdown to Kamara, but he ran it. Go ahead.
Hold on. Speaking of job security, so the Raiders just fired Josh McDaniels.
What?
Raiders are planning to name linebackers coach Antonio Pierce as their interim head coach. This nigga record is 19 and 42, and he still got a job, bro. I need someone to explain it to me, bro. Is there some pictures? Is there some NDAs that Dennis Allen has? I don't. And here's the crazy thing: Mark Davis is broke as shit, bro. He hates paying coaches if you don't gotta pay him, bro. So for him to swallow that pill and said he is so bad as a head coach, I'll pay the rest of his contract and I will pay another coach is super telling. And Gail Benson got dough, bro. Gail Benson got dough. It annoys me. I'm sorry. It's a positive podcast. It's meetup week, but just little shit like that annoys the shit out of me, right?
The flip side to that is they'll say, well, look, we don't want to be the Raiders. We don't want to be that type of organization where rebooting every two years, every year and a half, you're rebooting, bringing in a new coaching staff.
Right. They don't want to be the Giants post Tom Coughlin. Because I can't even name all the Giants head coaches post Tom Coughlin, but it's a laundry list.
McAdoo, Pat Shermer. Hey, what?
That's what I'm saying. They don't want to be that, but also, how long can you hold on to something that's not working where at that point you just become a joke? Anyway, sorry.
Exactly.
Going back to the offense.
They were just – I felt like that was the best I've seen the offense under Pete. Maybe there was a game or two last year. I can't think back, but this year for sure. Like just the scheming.
Oh, yeah.
There were no plays where you saw like 4 receivers all in one corner and nothing like that. Just everything was working. They were actually attacking matchups. They were I don't know the cornerback name, but whoever Shaheed was burning.
Was it Tony Brown?
I think it was Brown. It's Brown. I know that's his last name, Brown. Attacking him, bro. They just we going to they must have saw the tape and said, this dude here, he be peeking in the backfield, and we gonna abuse his ass. And that's what they did, bro. They were going at him, abusing him. He kept peeking in the backfield. They did it, bro. They were doing it. And then more plays, honestly, there were plays left on the field, man. Derek Carr had threw a couple slams that were off to Michael Thomas that would have been nice. There was a couple to Chris Olave that could have been nice. There was a couple plays where Alvin Kamara was just chilling out there, just chilling. Could have had double space, if Derek Carr would have went to him. So, man, Pete was cooking. We didn't see a lot of audibles and change of plays at the line of scrimmage. So I don't know if
a lot less.
So I don't know if they, discussed that during the week and say, look, and really manage Derek Carr and say, look, these are the plays you're going to run. I don't know. But I just thought seeing that made me feel like if they stick with this, look, the Colts defense is not very good. So it's not going to be the same every week. But, Bears coming up, Bears defense is not good. After that, you got the Vikings. Vikings defense a little spicy. So it's going to be different. But, if you can continue to do that, you have a recipe for success on offense.
It's there.
Are you going to score 38 points, stuff like that? No. But you have a recipe for success if you do those things, man.
Right.
So that's what makes me feel like, man, maybe they can win 8 games this season. You know what I'm saying? And get in the playoffs. I don't know, though. I got to see another week. We only saw 1 week of the offense looking like this, bro.
I got to see more than 1 week, bro. I got to see more. Weeks.
For real.
This episode of the Saints Block Party podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Wolf, the holidays are coming up, usually a joyous occasion for most. Sometimes that's not the case for everyone. I can speak from personal experience. I lost my mom 2 years, lost her the day after Thanksgiving. And the holidays can be a triggering experience and something that just gets people down when the holidays come around.
Yeah, there are lots of resources out there for people. One that I know of is BetterHelp.com. They match you with licensed therapists. It's entirely online, convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
From personal experience, therapy can be helpful in so many ways. Having someone to talk to, and BetterHelp.com, you can do it all online and be linked to a therapist. Super convenient. This holiday season, find your bright spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/whodat today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/whodat to get 10% off your first month.
Our bodies come in different shapes and sizes, so doesn't it make sense that our weight loss plans should too? That's the beauty of Noom. They build a personal plan that factors in dietary restrictions, medical issues, and other personal needs so your plan works for you. Noom doesn't restrict or shame when you want to treat yourself. Their flexible program focuses on progress instead of perfection. You don't have to give up carbs or anything. And with their daily lessons, you can learn something new about your food choices every day. After just a few days of using the app, I learned how to recognize cues for overeating and how to choose the right foods to feel full. Stay focused on what's important to you with Noom's psychology and biology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com. noom.com and check out Noom's first ever cookbook, The Noom Kitchen, for 100 healthy and delicious recipes to promote better living. Available to buy now wherever books are sold.
There are two things I wanted to bring up, and we'll get into the Bears game, because I did watch them against the Chargers, and as I was watching that game, I'm like, if I was right, I wanted to write notes like, okay, it was like, I got some thoughts offensively how you attack that Bears defense, but these things still grate me as a fan, and this goes back to DA, and I'm trying to like not come at him too hard, right? Although we deserve to come as hot and spicy as we have. Why is Max Garcia starting at left guard?
I don't know, bro. James Hurst.
I remember those preseason snaps. And
oh my God!
The whole Trevor Penning thing, I'm not gonna go over it, but even if he wasn't working out as a tackle, and maybe he can't play that position, and our dude London has been banging the table about this for Trevor Penning since he was drafted. At least could you not just try him at left guard, bro? Just give him the snaps for a week and see how it goes. Right? You're going against the Bears team, who defensive line, the added sweat, but for all intents and purposes, not a very good defensive line. You just have this player just chilling on the sideline. Like, can we not try him at guard? I don't know where Salaverde is. No idea where he is. It's just I don't know why Matt Garcia started. It every time he makes a play, and it's just like, why is he in there? Other thing, this team still leads the league in penalties. Though, those things are just coaching things. And even though they won against the Colts, like that whole field goal and like the over the center just is like, is coaching not going? Are they not coaching though? Are they not coaching though?
I don't know.
So,
bro.
Even though I think they can pull off these 3 wins, and we will celebrate it and be happy and vibe with it when they do win, like these little things just keep me held back, Ryan. Just like
exactly
in the back of my mind, like it's still there.
No question, bro. No question. And look, you got to talk about the defense. Past couple of weeks taking a step back, man. DA talked about it,
man.
DA talked about it Monday. He sounded really just deflated about how the defense has been performing, especially in the beginning. He talked about, the first halves of games. They just not been good in the first half. Then they tightened up and all that. But
right,
that cost you the Jaguars game. That could have cost you against the Colts if the offense didn't perform like it did.
Absolutely.
So that's something they got to figure out. And I don't know what the answer is, because secondary is still good. I thought Paul Debo had one of his best games.
He's been, for the most part, he's been pretty goddamn good the entire season.
Yeah,
if we're being
good.
Real talk.
Lattimore been awesome. Malante had a few plays here and there, but still he's been, from just compared to the rest of the league, like he's still been a good slot corner. Defensive line, just going to be a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. Cam Jordan, look, we flame him, but look, he has been getting the hurries and the pressures, but we need more. Like, we need more from there. And look, we talked about Big Creep on the last podcast. He got 5.5 sacks so far. He's on his way to having like a double-digit sack season. Like, boom.
Ain't that something, bro?
Nah.
Like that ain't that something? Like, that's just wild.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Something that still I don't know is the whole. Still don't know what's happening with Pete Warner. I don't know if he's like, and it's good. And I don't know if this was it's an actual thing, but it wouldn't surprise me that at some point throughout the season, because the offense was struggling so much, the defense felt like they had to make a play, and they were pressing themselves to make a play rather than just playing fundamental defense of how they've been coached to play. Because I say whatever we want about the defense is coached to play defense. Now, other things we could talk about, but I don't know. I wish I knew what it was. I don't know if anyone even asked DA about the whole Jordan Howden getting more snaps than Marcus May. I don't know, but it seems like, some tweaks are happening to the defense. But let's jump into the Bears game. Watching the game against the Chargers Sunday Night Football, the Kellen Moore was abusing the Bears linebackers with Austin Eckler. Abusing angle routes, tons of screens, and TJ Edwards, who used to play for the Eagles, and Tremaine Edmonds, formerly of the Bills, but he got dinged up, so I don't know. Just they had no answer for it. Limited pass rush by the Bears defensive line, which led them trading for Montez Sweat. So I don't want fans to kind of go in this game just thinking it's going like you got Montez Sweat on the defensive line, you have Ngakoue on the defensive line, and then Jalen Johnson. I'm going to be interested to see who they have Jalen Johnson on in terms of the Saints wide receivers. It's going to be Mike Thomas. It's going to be Olave. It's going to be Shaheed. There's some pieces on the Bears defense, but Pete has to do exactly what the plan was against the Colts and doing scheme-specific things that puts the Saints offense matchup-wise at an advantage, because there should be a lot of matchups across the board when the Saints are on offense.
Yeah, man. And look, use 41, man. Like 41, he said himself, bro. Like when he asked him about that little, that two-way goal, that little Texas route or whatever, he was like, man, I hope they keep that in the Rolodex. That's literally what he said. Keep that in the Rolodex. Bring it back.
Why is that in the back of the Rolodex, Ryan?
Exactly. Because it's such an easy play. And it's not one of them things where you got to get the defense. Like, you get anybody to run this way, and he comes behind it. The one linebacker goes that way, and you get AK one-on-one with a linebacker. There it is. That's all you got to do. I'm not saying you do it 10 times a game, but you can do it twice a game. You can do it twice.
Sean Payton did it so many times against the Rams in the NFC Championship game, or was it the regular season game? Against that? Yeah, it was against the Wade Phillips defense. That Wade Phillips said, "Nah, we can't. We ain't doing this in the second half. Like we chipping him, we taking it away.
We putting a nickel on something." Yeah.
But you run it until the fucking defense shows you they can stop it. Like it's just simple fucking football. When they kept going to Taysom last game against the Colts with Saunders at the fullback and the Colts couldn't stop it, it's like, yes, keep doing it.
Keep doing it. And another thing they were doing that I didn't see much the past couple of games was, they were pulling guards, bringing Ruiz over, bringing Max Garcia over, and that was, helping the run game, you know what I'm saying? Or helping the run game go in different directions and stuff like that. If they continue to do that, I think they could put it on pretty much any defense because they got the talent, bro. And Chris Olave in a slump. Imagine when he start catching them balls and he gets back to his groove. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still cooking. He's still cooking dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like he cooked a DB out, and remember he caught that pass, and you were like, oh, he should have turned that up.
Yes,
up the field. I mean, he the one created all that space because he cooked that boy. So there's so much talent on this team that could really, and if they stick to what they're doing with Taysom Hill, stick to what you're doing, man. Getting that red zone, heading at the 7. And 7 to 7.
Easy. All of this, and a big part of it still is also predicated on Derek Carr playing similar to how he played against the Colts. If the Saints get that version of Derek Carr from like the Colts game forward, or something similar to that, it changes the entire tenor and direction. I'm not going to say long term, but at least for the season of the team. Because yes, there were some plays he missed, there's some throws he missed, but comparatively to the season as a whole, that was by far his best game.
Right. You just can't complain about too much. Threw for 300 plus yards.
No, can't do it.
We
didn't even talk about he got 500 plus yards on offense, right? What?
Can't complain. With players left on the field, you can't complain about that. You just can't.
Okay.
So man, it's on him, bro. Like, look, he's been under fire. We've put him under fire, and it's been deserving. But he could change it's up to him to change the narrative.
It is.
He could change that narrative. I don't believe in him, but what I believe doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? He could change my mind. I ain't got no problem changing my mind,
Right. I mean, and I think that's the great thing about our podcast. Like, we love to be proven wrong. Hashtag bullying works, bro. I mean, we saw another example of it Sunday. I'm just saying, hashtag bullying works. It's funny, we're talking about pass rush. Completely forgot. Again, I keep forgetting that Peyton Turner's on the team. He's probably back in December, bro. Like, just not even in my mind.
I don't even remember what his injury was. Was it a Liz Frank?
No, it wasn't Liz Frank. I don't even know. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Bears on offense.
Man. Give me some 55. Some 55.
Listen, he almost got a strip sack. Almost.
Right.
Like it was, they ruled it as an incomplete pass, but he almost got a strip sack. So give him some more snaps, like kind of coming on a bit. The Bears offensively, when they're on offense, they got Tyson Beignet, and he's been a little spicy. He's made, especially his first game he played last week, not against Sunday Night Football, had a pretty goddamn good ass start, got the win, kind of got humbled on Sunday Night Football. The Chargers defensive line was assaulting the Bears offensive line, and this is a game that I know that the Saints defensively, especially the D line, hasn't played great besides Big Creep and some spurts from Granderson and Saunders. I'm talking about like pass rush. Like, they got to go out and win some matchups on Sunday, bro. Like, we gonna be there. They got to win some matchups on Sunday on the defensive line.
Where's Brian Brzee, bro? I need 90. Get that man in there, man. Get him in there and let him wreck shop in the middle of the offense.
It's coaching, bro.
Because where you pressure from the inside, that ruins any quarterback's day. Especially a little rookie. Is this guy a rookie?
Yeah,
quarterback. He's a rookie, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, get Brzee in there, man. Because,
please,
it just don't make no damn sense. It just don't make no damn sense, bro.
And obviously, like, the game, so the one thing that worries me defensively for the Saints defense going into this game is that the Bears, obviously because of who their quarterback is, they want to run, and they have they have Foreman, and they have the rookie from Texas who was his backup, Bijan Robinson's backup, Johnson.
Yeah, Rashawn Johnson.
Worries me. There you go. It worries me because the Saints defense, especially run defense, have just not been good.
Been all that.
It has.
It shocked me that the Colts wasn't using Taylor
and Moss more, bro.
Because he was killing it, bro. And look, the Bears, their running backs they all averaging over 4 yards per carry.
They run hard, and the Saints have faced Foreman before when he was with the Panthers, I want to say it was, and he's had a good game against the Saints defense. Yeah. So
now I don't know. I don't know how well they're running with Beignet at quarterback, because with Fields at quarterback as a runner, that kind of changes the math on defense a little bit. So we'll see, but still, like, the Saints defense, like they've had bad running teams run well on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, The Bucks ran well on them, and the Bucks have the worst running game in the league, and the Bucks put it on them in the run game. So they're going to hit the nut up, Bucks, and don't let this be one of them games.
Like, you have to, like, this is a game where you go in and say, we are not getting ran on, and that quarterback is going to have to beat us with his arms. Period.
Yes.
Period. Now, he does have some mobility, and DA sometimes play mobile quarterbacks kind of weirdly, bro. And I don't. It's weird. We saw it a little bit against Minshew, a little bit against the Colts, but man. They got to go out and say, if you're gonna beat us, it's gonna be on the rookie's arm. But we do get the throwback matchup. We get potentially, if speaking of this, can this just be a game where DA stop with the cornerbacks playing inside shit? Can you just put 23 on DJ Moore and just say, you know him, you're familiar with him?
Nope.
Go do your thing. Like, that's it, bro. Like, I don't need this. I don't need to see DJ Moore against Alontae Taylor or against Paulson Adebo. No, that's no offense to Paulson Adebo, who's played well this season. Like, it's just, it's like, it's almost, it's the defensive equivalent of, like, AK running angle routes, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing. He knows him. He was in the division for years. They have had many matchups against each other. Sometimes DJ Moore gotten the best of Marshawn. Sometimes Marshawn's gotten the best of him. Why would you just not put him on him and just say, y'all, that's on y'all. We'll take care of the rest. That's on y'all. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand it, Ryan.
I don't either, man. But, you know, Moore's having a good season. 44 catches, 691 yards, 5 touchdowns. So, like, he's their guy. He is their guy. So, you take him away, you'll make it a rough day for the quarterback. So, but we know he's not going to do it, bro. They're going to play sides. And they're going to move DJ. DJ Moore is going to have a play in this game. You already at least going to have that one play. It's like, oh, Lord, here we go.
DJ Moore and Cole Kmet is essentially kind of like the pillars of the Bears offense, which kind of like sounds gross. Cole Kmet is a good tight end, so I do hope they have a plan for Cole Kmet, because tight ends can sometimes be a thorn for the Saints. I'm trying to see, like, to be fair, like, the Bears do have the thing that, in looking at their depth chart, the Bears got speed at the wide receiver position. They got Moore, they got Darnell Mooney, Bayless Jones, who, like, slipped in the end zone and dropped a touchdown that should have been a touchdown in Sunday Night Football against the Chargers. That's the thing, is that this Bears wide receiver group has speed. All that said, them niggas need to go out and win this game, bro. Like, it's that simple, bro. Like, there is no way that this Saints team should lose to the Bears, who are fucking 1-6. And I will say this on the podcast: I'm not gonna pick against them to win, or I'm not gonna say that they're gonna lose, because it's the meetup week. Them niggas win it. However, if Dennis Allen has his team go out and lose to a 1-6 fucking Chicago Bears team, if I don't have a notification on my phone, just like that one just popped up, that says Mickey Loomis has informed the team, bruh, we gonna have some problems.
You know you ain't get that, bro.
Gonna have some fucking problems, Ryan. There is no way this man should be able to survive keeping his job if they lose to the Bears. There's no way, Ryan. Like, we go down the laundry list. Last year, they lost to the Panthers with Baker Mayfield. Last year, they also lost to the Panthers with fucking Sam Darnold, who had one of the worst quarterback stat lines you've ever fucking seen. And they brought him back. Okay? Teams at 4-4, coming off their best game. And I'm not trying to bring the vibes down, because they're going to win on Sunday. I feel it in my bones. When we are in town, at least in New Orleans, because we were in Houston and the Knicks lost. But we're in New Orleans as a group, they win. But if they lose to the Bears on Sunday, nigga, we will lose. We'll be leaving the Superdome with the Fire DA chant loud as fuck, bro.
For real, man. For real.
Like, are they having a million-man march at the Superdome? Like, what is going on?
We ain't trying to hear, bro. We ain't trying to hear that, man. And the dome ain't trying to hear, man.
No. Because
we will be there. You had Boo Birds at the Jacksonville game, bro. They lose to the Bears. Oh, man.
Ninja. Not gonna happen though. Because we in town. No. We gonna win. Period. So I think we covered it all. Like I feel like I don't need to jump like too much into this game because this is a game the Saints should win. I will say this, the last little point. Bears drafted Darnell Wright from Tennessee. He's their right tackle, rookie. We brought up Cam. Come on, Cam, 9-4.
Come on, bro.
Like, show him why he's a rookie, bro. Like I need you to show him why he's a rookie. Give him that old man.
I need the levels.
I need to see it. Can we see it? Can we see it on Sunday? That's all I'm saying. We just want to see it a couple of times. But that's it. We got to figure out what we're doing for the recap pod. Maybe, I don't know if we're going to go somewhere and record it or I don't know. But we will do the recap pod after the game on Sunday. Might not be until we get back to our rooms. But it's an exciting week. If you want to be a part of the festivities, unfortunately, everything's all booked up, reserved out, done. However, you shouldn't let that stop you from becoming a Patreon, and so you can join us next year and just be a part of the group and the community next year, because it really is an amazing time when we all get together. I can't describe it. So
and just the quality. I always gotta say, with the quality of people in our community, bro. Like, it ain't even about the numbers, even though we got big numbers.
The
type of people we got, bro. Like, that's real, just solid people, man. Like, we talking about health, we talking about relationships, we talking about jobs, we talking about just stuff, hobbies we got, movies and comic books and video games and you name it, man. It's just such a dope community. As everybody's trying to help each other. Like, it's like anything I go through, I feel so comfortable talking amongst our group, about, man. And that says a lot coming from me, because I'm a very close to the chest type of dude.
Yes.
So, man, I love it, man. I appreciate that more than anything.
Yeah, you said it perfectly, because we could have 1,000+ followers, but if they're all knuckleheads and pieces of shit, then it doesn't really fucking matter, right? We have the Saint City and Me podcast, our affiliate podcast, all gonna be there. We have the Coke
Banner.
Ryan, I was so close. Coachable. Oh, goddamn. Whatever. The Coachable Chasers podcast with G, Eric, and Dash gonna all be in town. Even though they're not affiliate podcasts, our dudes Max and Corey and Nick, the 28-3 podcast, I know for sure Max and Corey are gonna be there, and that's what this is about. Like, we all might have like our own show and our podcast, but at the end of the day, it's about just making content and just enjoying each other and enjoys each other's company. Like, that's really what it boils down to. Like, I think all of us, like, there's this, we wouldn't be podcasting if we weren't in some way like competitive, but we've really embraced the other side of it too. Like, of just, why can't we not all eat from the table? Like, not one person or one individual, one entity has to consume the table. We could all be there. And that's something that we are tremendously proud of. Both my uncles are going to be at the meetup. Like, they're going to be at every event. Yeah, bro.
Both? Damn.
Both. Yeah. And who knows, bro? It might be a yearly thing where they both come every year, man. They driving from Lubbock, then to Dallas, and then to New Orleans. So they'll get into New Orleans on Thursday. So,
man, it's gonna be crazy.
They're gonna be at the brunch. They're gonna be at the Pales game. They're gonna be everything, man. Like, the game on Sunday, the meetup Saturday night, the West men. There's technically there's 4 of us, my cousin, but the older West men will all be in New Orleans together, which any other time would have been completely fucking trouble. But we are all happy in our relationships and or marriages, so that is not an issue. We love y'all, for real. Can't say it enough. This week is gonna be a fucking movie. Did you know this? I don't even know if I told you this. London's on our flight. Like London's on our flight.
What? Oh man.
Yeah, bro. So we get it popping at 9 a.m. LA on the plane, Ryan. Like
London
coming
through
in hot. London on the track.
I got that DM from London. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Might be a future sponsor. Anyway, thank y'all. We love y'all. You are gonna be, and here's the thing too. If you're not a Patreon or whatever, if you're gonna be at the game on Sunday, hit us up. If you want to just come by and just, give us some love and say hi or whatever, hit us up. DM us, whatever. Let us know what section you're in. Listen, we sitting kind of hot, so we're not gonna be going down. So if y'all want to come, y'all got to come to us. So y'all got that wealth. But hit us up, man. Like, I will say this. That's one thing I love about the Superdome, bro. No matter really where you are in the Superdome, like you typically have a great fucking view of the field, which is not the case in all stadiums. Like that, I tremendously love about Superdome. But so hit us up. We'll be there. You don't gotta be a Patreon. If you're a listener, you love our show, you've been supporting us and whatever. Come see us. We there. Anyway, thank y'all. We will be back on Sunday night ish. We'll figure that out, but it's gonna be a movie. Saints Block Party podcast, second annual meetup. Our podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. With that, we're out.
Peace.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.